Hi, I'm George Dowd from Newedge USA for MrTopStep.com from the floor of the CME Group. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the currency markets. First off, let's talk about the euro. We've talked about it for the last couple of weeks. We've been in a pretty significant downtrend here, and as I mentioned previously, we want to watch for signs of a real oversold condition getting formed down here. And specifically what we're looking for is the failure to make new lows when there's additional bad news out of Europe. So this week we had kind of a gap open lower on the Sydney Open on Sunday. And then today we failed to make a lower low. So that's something we want to keep an eye on. We've seen yields bump up in Spain, yields bump up in Italy. We're up at about 740 on the 10-year in Spain, and we're up at about 640 in the 10-year in Italy. Those are both recent highs, an all-time high in Spain. And we also had some news out overnight that Moody's had changed their sovereign outlook for Germany, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg, and we still haven't made a lower low. Something to keep an eye on there. On the downside, the first target from here on the downside is going to be 118.76. So if we can get down and get through that level, I think you're going to see a lot of stops go off, or a few stops go off for additional shorts, or anyone who'd been long is going to bail out of their positions. It might be a good opportunity to either, number one, lighten up on some short euro positions, or number two, put on some very short-term trading longs and see how the market trades after we take out that 118.76 low. In the dollar yen, kind of a similar situation. We've seen dollar yen trade down. We're at about the 78.25 level now. The key target on the downside is going to be 77.65. That's an old low. If we get through there, two things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to see some shorts come into the market and some stops go off as we break that level. And number two is, I would anticipate that we're going to see some increased rhetoric out of Japanese officials that they don't like the yen being so strong, and there's also going to be an increased fear of intervention throughout the market. So if you're short dollar yen, you've done a good job. I think if we get down through that 77.65 level, it's the same as in the euro. Number one, you probably want to lighten up on some short dollar yen positions, and number two, if you're interested in buying dollar yen, that might be a great chance to get on some longs from a trading standpoint, see how it trades, and maybe build into a position from there. From the floor of the CME Group, I'm George Dowd from Newedge USA for MrTopStep.com.